I know that nearly all of you teach plagiarism in one form or another, but I want to tell you about the things that Google is doing to help us, combat plagiarism. Plagiarism is stealing. It's stealing ideas or images or videos, and once you present it to your students like that, usually they get it. They get it a little bit better. In the past, we've used Turnitin.com or plagiarism.com to combat plagiarism so that you can tell when a child has copied off of the internet. Google is helping us out because they have put in Google Classroom reports. When you create an assignment in Google Classroom, the last option, right after you've put in your title and your topic and your due date, you can also check for plagiarism. And you have 5 of these, so 5 assignments you can check for plagiarism. As your assignments come in, it will prepare a report, just like Turnitin.com, that highlights the plagiarized parts and gives you the websites where they pulled it from. Um, Once you're done and you've returned all of the work, you can then uncheck the check plagiarism button on that assignment, and then you can use it on a different assignment. The whole point is to get students to write their own words. In this day and age, more and more, it's harder to come up with your own ideas. But if you can take someone's idea and write it in your own words and combine it with a different idea, that then becomes your own work and something that you could even copyright. While you're doing that, you still have to cite your sources because they're not your original ideas. Google is making citing your sources easier. Google Scholar, which is a Google search engine, has on it articles that are peer reviewed from journals. They're usually a little dense and a little hard to read. This is geared more toward high school or college students. But on each of them, there's this little button right here that looks like a little quote. And when you click that button, it gives you pre-formatted citations in MLA and APA and Chicago format. They just added this to the Google Docs Explore button. If you are in a Google Doc, in the bottom right-hand corner, there's a button that says Explore. And when you click that, you can search for websites. You can search the web, you can search for images, or you can search through your Google Drive. If you're searching for websites for web results, next to each website, you can go to the website, obviously, but then you also have the little quotation mark, and that will give you that citation already pre-formatted, MLA, APA, or Chicago. All right, now copyright is a little bit different with images and videos. And Creative Commons is a non-for-profit that is collecting all of the things that are not commercially copyrighted. There's more every day, but finding things that are in the Creative Commons that you can use free and clear is becoming a skill that more and more people need because frankly, they will sue you. They will send you a cease and desist if you publish someone else's work. Needing to use Creative Commons licensed stuff, not necessary really for if you're using something privately for your classroom or only for your organization. But if you think you might ever publish this publicly, just use the Creative Commons. It's easier. Now there's not as much stuff in the Creative Commons. There's not as much variety, but it's getting better. In a Google image search, once you've searched for something, you can hit the Tools button, and it'll give you size, color, type, time, and usage rights. And the usage rights is the important bit here. If you pull that down, it'll give you the Creative Commons license, which is what we're looking for, and then commercial and other licenses. These are things that are copyright by companies and that you may not use without permission.